I want to talk a little bit about some of the federal money that's out there. The education department saying, they really want to help some of the most vulnerable college students, $198 million that's available. But this is competitive grant money, Rick.
Yes, so we've been fortunate, as other colleges have too, of getting the HERF federal funding, both in CARES Act money as well as the HERF funding. And that's actually gone to many students who have great financial needs. So those who are Pell eligible and other groups have received money actually in a few intervals from our financial aid team that has really helped them with educational expenses, because we know many students and their families continue to be affected by COVID, either with unemployment, underemployment, health issues in families preventing people from working. So that's actually allowed us to maintain our enrollment by providing those additional financial resources to our students.
And I know there's, also been this separate guidance out there about the ways that you can use that existing congressional relief money for schools. So is Malloy, I guess, competing for this grant money? Have things changed at all in identifying how the money will be used?
Sure. We've also been utilizing our HERF money for students, and similar to Stony Brook, those who are Pell eligible and other parameters to help those with the highest need. And we're evaluating them on an individual basis to help as much as we can to our students and their families. And we also invested some of our, I think it was Town of Hempstead money, into a major air purification system through Siemens. So we installed an air purification system on our whole campus that identifies and kills airborne viruses. And that project was completed in December on campus. So that's also something that's going to stay with us beyond COVID, which is a really great addition to our campus and keeping our campus safe.
Obviously, so much of this is about people's physical health, but then there's also this mental health component. And Rick, we see that on college campuses, so many of the students, feeling anxious or even more.
Yeah, actually, to what you said about the HERF funds too, we are devoting with guidance from SUNY and support from SUNY in actually mental health resources for our students. And as you mentioned, Elizabeth, the last couple of years has been really trying for so many of our students. The stress, anxiety, depression, these are national issues across colleges, and it's just been heightened by COVID. So that's why also coming back in person safely has been so important, because there are a lot of benefits to online education. We've seen value in that, but it's also so important to have that human connection and build community on our campus. And seeing people walk in the academic mall and engage in conversation and join clubs and organizations and go to events and football games and basketball games. And that's finally coming back to the campus. And we're really excited to see that, because it is such an important piece of a college experience.
Yeah, there's such a social aspect. I just think back, I was in a sorority, all those memories are interwoven with the education that I also was able to receive, Janine.
Yeah, one of our pillars of our mission is community. So having our campus community in person is huge. Our traditional undergraduate student wants that in-person experience. We know that. And we were able to provide in-person opportunities in the fall, and we feel even better about it this spring because the warmer weather allows us to do a lot more outdoor programming. And right now we're still having in-person events, clubs are meeting, all of that's happening. It's just, we're not going into, huge crowds, but we're still allowing for that in-person experience because we know how important that social piece is to our campus.